Good afternoon, roller derby fans. We are back for another game. I've lost count. Today we'll be watching the Philadelphia Hooligans playing Disorder Roller Derby. Disorder had some great fans on the chat last night. I'm sure Philadelphia did too. I just wasn't there to see it.
This one, I'm like, all righty. I was checking my microphone. We have in the red, we have Disorder Roller Derby. We have 0, 0. 9, Mr. Nitro. 17, Nobody. 19, Star Predator. 20, Kevinator. 23, Soul. 53, David O'Dessou. 55, Ermalia. 6, Kilby Mame. 69, Party Boy. 75, Bisho. 79, Coette LeCue. 8, Perversa. 83, Itchel. And 9, Nitofka.
And playing for Philadelphia today, we've got 000 Sammy Dangerfield, number 017 Mego, number 022 Arcana Tarot, number 10 Scar, number 145 Ice 9, number 1701 Spock and Awe, number 23 B Nito, number 255 Frank Shredhot, 273 Uller, number 3 Mike Oxbig, number 4 Nurse Ratchet, number 40 Juke of Hearts, 413 Rolling Thunder, and number 703 Smash Ketchum. We have our officials in place. Our officials today are Bradysaurus Rex, Bionic Bee, HBC, Cheshire Stats, India Pale Owl, Kelsey Grammer, Carter Away, Devastator, Anya Arson, MC Ninja, Ogre, Will Houston, Huston? I should have checked that out first. Splatter, Thriller, Atom Splitter, Carmen Dragon, and Disco DeBoss. We're so thankful for our officials today on and off skates. And I have been asked to announce, please, to all our amazing fans, we request that you refrain from eating nuts or nut products in the facility so that we can provide a safe environment for our whole community.
We are about to get underway. We've got about 7 seconds here until Derby begins.
Looks like we'll have Juke of Hearts jamming for Philadelphia. And Bicho jamming for Disorder, sorry. And here we go. Juke of Hearts getting out quickly for lead. Bicho, pushed to the inside, but they were not able to pull him back much.
Bicho through on the initial pass. Gonna force that call off from the Philadelphia Hooligans.
Looks like we got a small Philadelphia contingent in the stands, too. That's always fun to see. And while there's no such thing as too much derby, there is such thing as so much derby that the announcers' brains get kind of scrambled. We apologize in advance for any mispronunciation, flubbing names. Trust me, they're taking money out of our paycheck every time we make a mistake. Looks like Irbamala is going to be jamming for Disorder.
That's a way to live.
And Frank Shredhot jamming for Philadelphia. The Hooligans are in white. Disorder Roller Derby is in the lovely red and black. We're having an official timeout because I guess there's a problem with the software, maybe? Scoreboard's not working. We kind of need that.
They're working on it.
Yeah, they're working on it. They'll get it fixed. We got smart, capable people here. They'll get it done.
Things are breaking.
We have one more game after this one to play for third place before the 7 p.m. game, which will decide the Western Hemisphere Championships. That one will be the St. Louis Gatekeepers versus the Denver Ground Control. Two excellent teams. Of course, it was hard to do anything but excellent teams when you start out with 10 of the best in the Western Hemisphere, like we are. Woohoo!
I haven't tried yet. All right, so we'll make an announcement. Did you miss out on the VIP experience but want one of those sweet jerseys? Well, now you can get your own, perfect for scrimmages and practices. These exclusive, authentic jerseys can be customized with your name and number and are available at the event merch table. Buy one for $50 or both for $80.
We've also got pint glasses on sale now. $5 for a pint glass. You can bring it into the arena. You just can't sit in the front row with it. Hosting the first MRDA championship since 2019 has been a lot of work with many obstacles, but the Cleveland Guardians are honored to host the best in men's roller derby association here at the Western Hemisphere Cup. We hope you are enjoying the event. You can support this postseason tournament by purchasing some of the awesome merch, maybe a beer or two. Enjoy the weekend. But if you'd like to offer more support, MRDA and the Cleveland Guardians are accepting donations via PayPal at Cleveland Guardians. Both organizations are a 501c3 nonprofit, and your donation will help raise the funds they need for a successful event. Thank you for keeping us on track.
Take us more time.
If you are interested in becoming an official contact the roller derby team closest to you. I am certain that they would love to have you as a skating official or a non-skating official. They will teach you everything you need to know to be a successful official, and then you too can get not just front row seats, but seats perhaps right in the middle of the skating rink, right in the middle of the track. And as an official, skating or non-skating, you get to choose a derby name too. Now, maybe you won't have a derby name as cool as, I don't know, Kevinator or Spock and Awe, but you could have a cool derby name.
Speaking of derby names, do you want to hear like a lot of other derby names? Do you want to go to maybe another cup? The Dallas Derby Devils are hosting the upcoming 2024 Clover Cup in North Richland Hills, Texas on March 22nd through 24th. This tournament will include sanctioned games from all the associations, including JRDA, WFTDA, and MRDA. Check out derbydevils.com for more info. Looks like we are getting closer to correct.
I believe Disorder Roller Derby still has merch for sale in the back near turn 3. Lots of cute designs. Here we go, Jam 2. We've got Irbamala and Frank Shredhot. I know I said that earlier, but it seemed like it was a long time ago. Irbamala takes lead. Frank Shredhot getting held up by some blockers, one of whom did a nice shoulder roll just now.
But now Frank Shedhot through on the initial. Gonna go ahead and force the call off from Disorder. And I believe that's going to take us to a tie game, 4-4. Disorder is getting a call out in the chat. They say, "Vamos, Disorder."
Vamos.
Vamos. And we are off.
We've got Uller jamming for Philadelphia. And Kevinator. Oh, that was two Philadelphia skaters falling down. Kevinator got lead. Kevinator playing a little bit of defense along with some offense there. We saw Disorder pick up 3 points and Philadelphia pick up 4.
No. I don't believe that's correct. I was seeing the ref hold up.
We've got Juke of Hearts again for Philadelphia and Bicho, who just got lead jammer for Disorder. Juke of Hearts knocked down and out and pulled back.
Out.
Bicho is through.
Bisho picking up another 4 easy points on that outside line. Juke doing a really great job of splitting up those disorder blockers. Unsuccessful, having pulled back by 0.
Juke trying to force some room between the disorder blockers there and not finding too much luck. Bicho having a good time. 12 points so far. And calling it off, we had a star pass. Mego undoubtedly would have scored points, but it was called off by Disorder first.
That is Bicho putting up another 12 points for Disorder, bringing the score to 19 and Philadelphia 8.
Disorder has 3 straight leads.
We've got Irba Mala and Frank Shredhot going up against each other again.
That is Disorder's 4th straight lead in a row with Malia. Maya coming up, looking to score some points now that
Frank Shredhot is through, and Irba Mala decides to call it off and not allow Philadelphia any points.
not able to squeeze in the full 4 there, but 2 points up for Disorder. Looks like we have Juke up again for Philadelphia. And number 8, Perversa for Disorder.
This will be Perversa's first time jamming today.
Both jammers just really struggling at the back of both of those walls, but we do see Perversa coming through as lead jammer for the, fifth time in a row now for Disorder. Putting up another 1 point for Disorder. Locking Philadelphia in at 8. Alrighty. We've got Frank Shredhot jamming against Kevinator, but Kevinator is going to be through as lead for Disorder. Once again, Frank Shredhot fighting at the front of the pack, able to get through on that inside line. Kevinator going to go ahead and call that off before Frank Shredhot can score any more points, putting another 4 on the board for Disorder.
4 straight games
So, Philadelphia has been locked at 8 the last 4 jams. I'm curious to see what we are going to see next. Maybe a change in gameplay.
Juke of Hearts and Bicho are jamming against each other. They are pushing real hard towards the roller derby athletics pivot line. Looks like Juke of Hearts is already in the penalty box. So Team Disorder has a power jam.
Bijou cutting through the middle of the pack,
I've seen it. Always seen things.
looking to pick off those Philadelphia Hooligans. Unfortunately, getting the drawback from.
And now Duke of Hearts is back on the track and engaging. And Duke of Hearts is going back into the penalty box. Apparently he did not repent enough the first time. Team Disorder is holding back Spock and Awe to keep the pack defined as back, which is good strategy.
Bijou challenging those links, being able to get through pretty easily.
So they've got Spock and Awe. They had Spock and Awe trapped.
So you've got Scar hunkering down there, being that defense against Bijou in the back of that wall. But Bijou being able to get through the front. Unfortunately, going back to the penalty box, Philadelphia is going to start, or Disorder is going to start with a power jam at this next start.
Disorder picked up 12 points on that. So with just under 20 minutes left in the first half, we've got Disorder Roller Derby 38, Philadelphia Hooligans 8.
All right. We got Herbalia on this power start.
Mike Oxbig and Sammy were doing some good pair blocking there. Irbamala was able to get past them, but it took a lot of energy, I'm sure. Irbamala knocked to the inside, pulled back to almost the jammer line. Juke is now back on the track. Juke knocked to the outside. Juke does get through. And Irbamala called it off before Juke could pick up points, but Juke got through.
I know this means like all people everywhere.
Means with everything. We've got Kevinator and Uller jamming against each other. There is one blocker from Disorder in the penalty box. Kevinator gets out to get lead jammer. Uller is out. Uller. Sorry, I've been saying it wrong. Uller. Got it. My apologies. Disorder picked up 2 more points on that while I was getting my pronunciation corrected. We've got Disorder Roller Derby 44, Philadelphia 8.
All right, we're going to start this next jam with 255, Frank Shred Hot. And number 8, jamming for Disorder, Perversa. That is going to be a lead for Philadelphia with Frank Shred Hot. That is a first lead and 10 jams for Philadelphia.
Disorder was working on a star pass.
That's okay. That's okay. I didn't.
We're still on
That's fine.
But Philadelphia did pick up 2 points in that jam, breaking a scoring drought.
Now,
Herbamala jamming for Disorder. And Sammy Dangerfield jamming for the first time today. Jamming for Philadelphia. Sammy doing some nice footwork, but Herbamala does have lead.
Herbamala takes the 4 points for Disorder. Calling off the jam before Sammy can get up and score any points.
We've got a team timeout for Philadelphia. Probably spending some time discussing how many great restaurants there are in Philadelphia. Beautiful parks, historic landmarks. Oh, and maybe Derby strategy too.
One of the things they might be talking about on Philadelphia, so like if y'all speak here, try not to say it next. So like they might be talking about the fact that like, you know, they have lead, right? And they Disorder, it's just that track awareness, right? Like Disorder had not made it through on their initial pass yet. So Philadelphia really could have taken advantage of that and continued to score some points. And Philadelphia jammer realized that went ahead and called it off after 2 points, and they could have kind of made some more rounds, scored some points. So they might be talking about that game plan, just having a little bit more awareness of where that other camera is.
Euler for the Hooligans, but Kevinator gets out to get lead.
Bueller really fighting at the front of that pack against those last lines of defense.
Kevinator picking up points. Oh. Kevinator getting knocked out and pulled pretty far back and deciding that it's time to call it off before Philadelphia can score any.
That wall was doing a really great job of cycling that jammer back.
Yeah, that was that hit that got Kevinator out. It looked like it took them first to the inside and then they spun to the outside. So that was some momentum going there. Because what could be better on a Sunday afternoon than talk about physics in roller derby? Nothing. That's what. We've got Perversa and Sammy Dangerfield jamming. Sammy Dangerfield getting lead. Perversa through not too long after. We've got everybody set up right here on turn 2. And Sammy calling it off. Let's see if Perversa was able to pick anything up. No points for Perversa this time. 3 for Philadelphia. All right, they can hear our off-mic conversations in the chat. Woohoo! I'll be real careful. Bicho and Juke of Hearts.
Good. That's what I was trying to do.
Bicho, almost through, almost through.
And
Bicho gets lead. Juke of Hearts in the penalty box. I didn't even see that one.
all right. Bicho through for 4 points.
Disorder holding back Ice 9 to control where the pack is defined.
Ice 9 playing a little bit of defense whilst working to get that helmet cover. The jammer through.
We see
Thought
Disorder
Juke-
picking up 9 points on that jam.
I thought Juke was able to squeeze out one, but not quite on that last one. We've seen a little bit of a shift in holding each team to very low points. So it's getting very exciting.
Irabamala and Frank Shredhot. Irabamala around the outside to get through. Frank Shredhot not far behind. Irabamala picking up the speed on that. It looks like the whole pack is just running away from the jammers.
Malo was leaving the pack and we're like taking a breath. Noticed the other jammer was coming up. Was like, oh, okay.
Zoom, yeah.
Yep. That breath was over. We got the points. We called the jam. Bringing Disorder up to 64. Philadelphia at 13. Looks like we're starting this next jam.
Philadelphia's got 1 blocker in the penalty box.
We're starting with Kevinator for Disorder. Kevinator getting called lead jammer. We've got
Uller.
Uller fighting up. Getting through. Kevinator trying to get all of the points before the call off.
Sammy doing a hard hit right to Kevinator, knocking them to their knees in the inside of the track.
Not quite getting all of the points, but almost all of them.
Almost all the points.
3 points up for Disorder.
We've got Perversa and Frank Shredhot. Perversa getting knocked to the inside and pulled back. Frank Shredhot putting a lot of pressure on the front of the pack. And he is through. Philadelphia gets lead.
Perversa taking off that helmet cover right away. And we have a pass for Disorder.
Number 17. Nobody took the star pass. I love it.
Oh. It took me a second.
Birdie just figured that one out. Yep,
Oh
that's
my.
good.
Word. It doesn't take much to make my face red. Thank you. I appreciate it. So we've got
Bicho and Juke going up against each other again. Juke has been getting called with a lot of penalties.
Bicho fighting that last line of defense at the front. Unfortunately, Mike Oxbeck not quite able to hold back. Looking to score another 4 points. Bicho gets through with a little turn and a call off. That felt synchronized and looked beautiful.
We've got close to 7 minutes left in the half. Disorder 71, Philadelphia 14.
Herbamala out there for Disorder.
Herbamala right up the inside line. Got through. Euler jamming for Philadelphia.
That Disorder defense just getting so low. It's
Oh,
makes it so hard
they're
to get through.
they're pushing so hard. Like that's all
Right.
the cardio you need for a whole day, right there.
I know what that feels like.
Philadelphia blockers doing a good job of switching back and forth, covering the whole track. Uller is getting low, but Disorder is getting lower. Uller is finally through. Herbamala.
The wall's speeding up.
Yep,
For
Herbamala
Amalia.
calling that one off. But they picked up 12 points. Uller getting called for a penalty either at the end of the jam or in between jams, but either way, Disorder will start with a power jam. Kevinator jamming gets 30 seconds to be the only jammer out there on the track.
Philadelphia doing a wonderful job of locking in. And Kevinator has a last line of defense. And is able to get lead on this power start.
Oof.
That is a tough one. I believe that was a chest hit.
Yeah. Uller is back on the track and engaging with Disorder. Once again, they are getting so low and basically putting a stop to forward progress.
Beautiful toe stop work on that outside line from Kevinator for another 4 points for Disorder. We've got Duke with the helmet cover in hand. Oh, fighting through that pack, tooth and nail. Getting Disorder to call off that jam before scoring. Putting 11 up on the board for Disorder. We're starting this next jam. We have got Frank
Reversa and Frank Shredhot. Reversa in the back, got knocked down and found her way along the inside. Oh, Frank Shredhot actually got out first. So Frank, Philadelphia has lead, but the two jammers are literally shoulder to shoulder pushing on each other.
I just want to say, look, that ref work. Confident, both of them.
Yep.
Immediately. We were like, what? It felt like it was the same time. Beautiful job.
Reversa picking up 2 points on that one.
That's the kind of jammer confidence we like to see out there.
Absolutely.
I can get a couple in. Don't worry about it. We are at 96 for Disorder and 14 for Philadelphia. Just as an aside, we've got people taking drink orders and they'll even come deliver it to you. So you
Yeah.
don't even have to get up. So
They're walking around holding cardboard
Look
signs
for-
for what they can bring you. Look for them, signal for them. Looks like Sammy Dangerfield jamming for Philadelphia. Sammy was almost through, got knocked to the outside and pulled back. And Bicho jamming for Disorder.
I was like, oh, there's Derby happening.
Bicho gets lead. Sammy is out. Teams are setting up right here in front of the second straightaway.
Beachu saw Sammy coming up and was like, we'll go ahead and call that off. But not bad. Still picking up 3 points.
Yeah.
Disorder almost passing the century mark. We are about there. At 99, we're starting this next jam.
Probably the last jam of the first half, but here we go. We've got Mego jamming for the first time for Philadelphia. Irbamala does get through first. I know yesterday when I saw Philadelphia playing, Mego did some fantastic defense.
Mego with the star in hand. Star pass for Philadelphia to number 4.
Nurse
is-
Ratchet. Irbamala signaling the teams and opting to call it off.
Nurse Ratchet really excited at the end of that jam. That was a really solid play from Philadelphia. I'm looking forward to seeing more of that
Yep.
in the next half.
Yep. Go buy some merch. Remember, $5 pint glasses. Buy something to snack on. We'll be back in about 15 minutes.
like the street lights lit this town, like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't be afraid to leave this out. We got this far, don't know how. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we gonna let it rain. Tonight we gonna let it rain. Tonight we gonna let it rain. Just like the sunrise, we gonna let it rain. Just like a spark that's breaking out. Can't make a stop, can't turn back now. We know that there's no room for doubt. No, we can't turn back now. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we gonna let it rain. Tonight we gonna let it rain. Tonight we gonna let it rain. Just like the sunrise, we gonna let it rain.
I look at people and I wonder all day, who are you and you are not the one in your way. And then I think about myself and I state, I'm a pretty boss, look almost your brain waves. I'm a freak in the sheets, but I got class. I'ma grab an ass if you want it. Best you ever had, give it to you back. Ooh. I'm the girl that they don't talk about, quiet with a big mouth. Listen for the doubt, then call it. Make you out for what you say to me. Look at every single date. If you got what I need, then oh, I'll take you on like a big deal. Legs you can unseal, key in ignition. Just keep me full like I had a meal once in a while. Feel alright. I know you like it, can't fight it. I'ma let you ride the wave. I'm New York and you're LA. Come together, feel the shock waves.
Hello. All right, we are almost back. Second half of the game between Philadelphia and Team Disorder. Team Disorder has been really controlling the track. They have 103 points, Philadelphia 14. I think the real story, as usual, is whoever gets lead jammer, that team is the one that's going to dominate. Team Disorder is just really doing a great job of 4 points and call it off, 4 points and call it off. Also, Team Disorder has a tripod defense that can get so low that they could drop it on any dance floor.
I'm looking forward to seeing that tonight at the after party, which we'll discuss in a minute, but Derby's happening now. We've got
Kevinator taken down by a big shot. Frank Shredhot gets lead. Frank getting shoved to the inside. Oh,
Kevinator coming up to the back of the pack.
You trip, you get one little
Frank's goes
knee
ahead.
down, and boom, that gives the other team enough time, just enough time to have their blockers reform right in front of you.
Yeah, you could definitely tell some strategy was discussed on Philadelphia prior to coming back. Coming back strong with 4 points on the board for the second half. We have got
Euler and Perversa. Just shove your own teammate down if you got to.
Fuller at the front, getting the lead. Again for Philadelphia.
Euler. Perversa is through and putting the star back on. Euler taking a hit and calling it off before Team Disorder had a chance to score this time. No points were picked up, despite all that pushing and hitting. Juke of Hearts for the Hooligans and Bicho for Disorder. Bicho has lead.
Some beautiful toe work on the outside line from Juke. Able to get through. Bishu through. But not before Juke can pick up 2 points.
Looks like both teams have one blocker in the box. Oh, nope. Disorder decided to go a little harder. They got 2 blockers in the box. Frank Shredhot and Herbamala. Herbamala gets lead.
Frank Shredhot through the middle of the pack, splitting up those 2 Disorder blockers. We have a third blocker back on the track for Disorder. The pack just moving and splitting up all over the place.
Both teams picked up 4.
Starting this next jam up with Kevinator and Yule. Kevinator through for the lead. For Disorder. Bueller not too far behind. Both teams held scoreless for that jam. We're starting this next one with Juke and Perversa.
Philadelphia down to 2 blockers, but they are still
Perversa
making
challenging.
Perversa's life very difficult. Perversa gets through. Juke being held back by nobody. Yeah, I'm going to make that joke every time.
It always catches me off guard every time I'm like, what?
So before Perversa or Juke can score points, they would have to catch the pack. Calling that one off, no points.
Yeah.
Team
Yeah.
Disorder starting with 2 in the box this time. Philadelphia with 1 in the box.
We've got Frank Shredhot and Bishu out there.
Frank Shredhot getting called on a penalty. However, it looks like we're playing Jammer Do-Si-Do. Bicho is back on the track. Frank Shredhot, well, was back on the track, got knocked to the inside. Oh, what a nice jump by Bicho. You got an opponent down on the ground in front of you, just jump over him. No big deal.
Bishu cutting through the center of the pack. Getting a little bit of...
Frank Shredhot and Bicho, yeah, leaning on each other a little, testing each other out. Playing keep away with the pack.
Bicho
picking up 4 points.
That was really pretty footwork on that outside line from Bichu. It's a total of 16 points for Disorder, bringing them to 130. Philadelphia Hooligans Hooligans at 24.
Disorder has called a timeout. Going to breathe a little bit after all that hard work.
More penalty heavy on the second half, right? So more penalty heavy on the second half. Got two players, one on each.
Roller Derby Athletics is your ultimate online resource for new and seasoned skaters. We offer expert guidance, off-skates workouts, team training, and an inclusive community to help you level up. RDA strives to help skaters become safe, strong, and unstoppable. We also want to thank the City of Cleveland Heights and the Cleveland Heights Community Center for being proud supporters of one of the most diverse sports around, men's roller derby. Be sure to check out the many local shops, businesses, and restaurants in the area, which are just minutes away from the venue.
We're really doing not LinkedIn. I appreciate you doing it, talking through the microphone.
We got the Get It Together whistle. One tape angel out there still working.
We've definitely got Uller out there for Philadelphia. That is Mala.
Yep, Ibermala and Uller. Uller gets lead.
Mago being that last line of defense, getting a forearm on Herb Mala. Great job from Mago. It's going to be a power jam for Philadelphia.
Uller getting help from teammates. Although
Looking to capitalize on this power jam.
They went so far before Team Disorder had a chance to pack up again. We got Uller being blocked by nobody. Oh, nobody is headed to the penalty box.
Sometimes it feels like it's working.
Both jammers are back on the track. Philadelphia picking up some points.
Hearing lots of whistles with more penalties. Oh my gosh, it looks like maybe a second jammer
taking
penalty.
Advantage of Disorder having a few blockers in the box and calling that one off after picking up 16 points, which I'm sure is their highest for this half. Good job, Philadelphia.
That would be correct. I wasn't sure who it was the second time, but I did see Mago being that last line of defense the first time around. Let's see if...
All right, so Philadelphia gets a power jam start. Looks like we have Juke of Hearts. Juke gets lead.
Looking to capitalize on this power jam.
Juke trying to get around in one direction or another. Does get through. Picking up points.
Yeah, the one-on-one blocking from Disorder is incredible.
Juke getting a nice offensive swarm from his teammates. Irbamala back on track, engaging with Philadelphia's defense.
Mala coming out of that penalty box really strong, forcing that call off from Philadelphia. Scoring 8 points on that power jam. That is 3 straight leads for the Philadelphia Hooligans. And in the last 2 jams, they have doubled their score. So we're looking in a positive direction the second half. We're starting off with number 20 for Disorder, Kevinator. We've got Frank Shredhot fighting through that last line of defense.
Frank Redhot's doing some nice skipping right along the line, but Kevinator does have lead.
Kevinator putting 3 on for Disorder before calling off the jam.
Perversa and Euler. We've seen this matchup before. Perversa seems to be pulling Euler back. I can't see through all of the officials. They obviously do not have to move for me. All right, Perversa engaging at the front of the pack.
We're seeing Philadelphia's pivot go to the penalty box, but Euler still gets through for lead. We got a star pass.
Hill V. Mame is now jamming for Team Disorder.
Forcing that call off from Euler. But not before Euler was able to put 3 on for Philadelphia. All right, we got Frank Shredhot out there with Bichu.
Bicho does have lead. No, Bicho does not have lead. Not sure exactly what happened. I didn't see it, but Frank Shredhot is awarded lead.
There was a little confusion on who lead was. That is 3 points. Going up for Disorder.
We have a timeout. We have 13 and a half minutes or so left in the game. Disorder 136, Philadelphia 51.
Saying on the board it's for Philadelphia, but I believe it's for Disorder.
Slowly zooming out. Yeah, Disorder is having a little conference, and Philadelphia said, hey, we'll have a little conference too.
I was just reading the board wrong earlier.
It can happen.
Yeah. Earlier, we were talking about Disorder getting so low, and I said, I want to see it at the after party, right?
Yeah.
So that will be tonight after the championship game at the Bottle House Brewery and Meadery here in Cleveland Heights from 10 to 1. We'll talk about it more, but Derby's happening, and it's too exciting. Pichu's out there getting lead for, oh, that's Urbamala getting lead for Disorder. Excuse.
Juke living up to his name by juking around the one remaining blocker.
Juke able to keep that at a no scoring pass for Disorder. We've got Kevinator out there, looks like for Disorder. Euler for Philly. And we're going to get started with this jam.
Kevinator out to get lead. And we have a star pass. Sammy Dangerfield is now jamming for Philadelphia. Kevinator opting to call that one off, but Sammy Dangerfield doing a lovely little pirouette, sort of arabesque thing to slow down and stop. Looks like Perversa and Frank Shredhot. Perversa taking a tumble after getting knocked to the inside, giving Frank Shredhot just enough room to get through and get lead.
Thank you.
Perversa pushed to the inside again and pulled back. Mike Oxbig. Oh, I'm not sure there was even an inch of room there, and Perversa managed to pull through on the inside line.
So that is the 8th time that Philadelphia has held Disorder scoreless in this half. Definitely a difference in strategy and gameplay from the first half where they only held them scoreless, I think, twice.
Yeah.
So Philadelphia's definitely changed their gameplay, able to take in a couple of points and otherwise hold Disorder scoreless if they do get lead by passing pretty quickly. So looking forward to this next jam where we see Juke as the jammer for Philadelphia, and we've got Pichu out there for Philadelphia as lead.
Juke is through. Teams are I don't think I'll ever get tired of the aspect of Derby where you knock somebody down and they grin at you like, I'm all right. I'm okay. Maybe
It's
give them a high five later.
It's almost kind of like a nod to like, that was good. That was good. All right, so we have Urbamalia and Juke out there on the jammer line. Or that's Euler. Euler is out there looking to score some points.
Tell you what, it's rare for Ibramala to not have lead jammer.
Looks like we got a multiplayer call on a Disorder blocker.
Mike Oxblood playing some defense for his jammer, where Uller got knocked to the inside, and Mike was there to keep him from getting pulled back any.
It's another 4 up for Philadelphia. Engine their way up and score. Brings them to 63. Disorders at 142. We've got Frank's Shred Hot out there with Kevinator for Disorder. But that's Frank Shred Hot getting lead.
Kevinator is through, but Frank is already engaged in the scoring jam and calling that one off. Picked up 2 points, but perhaps more importantly, prevented Team Disorder from getting any points. Looks like we've got Juke. Juke and Perversa are jamming. Juke is pushing the front of the pack. Not through yet. Perversa getting some help from Soul. Oh, pushed to the inside and pulled back. And Juke gets lead.
Perversa with the helmet cover off. Is it going to be a stash?
Juke has picked up points.
Looks like we had a pass.
Woo.
Or no, it was a stash.
Was I ever able to even attempt an apex jump when I skated? No, I was not. I am always impressed by them.
Cute little baby one where no one's moving.
Oh, it was a
Perversa through.
stash and not a pass.
But not before the Hooligans were able to put up 12 points, bringing their score to 77. We've got Disorder sitting at 142. And that is, I believe, the third jam in a row where Disorder is held scoreless.
We've got about 5.5 minutes in the game. We've got a timeout called. Looks like a team timeout for Disorder. Did you miss out on the VIP experience but want one of these sweet jerseys like I'm wearing? You can get your own, perfect for scrimmages or practices or just showing off. These exclusive, authentic jerseys can be customized with your name and number and are available at our event merch table. 1 for $50 or 2 for $80. And we still have alcohol for sale. And pint glasses, $5 a pint glass while they last.
Speaking of pint glasses and drinks, I was talking earlier about the after party, but then Derby started, and now I have to be quick about it because it's happening again. So it's going to be at the Bottle House Brewery and Meadery here in Cleveland Heights from 10 to 1 a.m. So we get to party all night. Food will be provided to everyone by the Cleveland Guardians, and there will even be custom roller derby drinks you can order. A lager called Apex Hops and a cocktail called Old Fashioned Roller Derby. Come celebrate with the champions. I think I'm going to have the Old Fashioned Roller Derby. All right, we're getting started on this jam. Ooh, we have Bichu out there as the lead jammer for Disorder.
Mego
Star
taking
pass to
star
Mango.
pass.
Yeah, and instantly. Very quick play. able to pick up a couple points for Philadelphia on the first lead jam for Disorder in a while. So Disorder has 4 points on that jam. Philadelphia picked up 2.
Mego doing a little happy celebration there. It's fun to pick up points when you don't typically jam. But we do have 2 typical jammers right now. Well, not typical, but they've been jamming for a while today.
Right now we've got Frank's Shred Hot out there jamming for Philadelphia.
And Irba Mala for Team Disorder. Irba Mala did get lead.
Frank Shred Hot not far behind.
He is not. He is used to getting lead.
We had some blockers swapping out of the penalty box there at the end. It looks like we're going to be starting this next jam with 1 blocker per team in that penalty box. On this next jam, we've got Euler for Philadelphia.
And Kevinator. Kevinator getting lead.
Euler just really digging into those edges on this outside line to maintain that steadiness and get through as our leading. I was talking about something in-house.
We got a timeout for Philadelphia. 3 minutes and 14 seconds left in this game. Disorder 152, Philadelphia 79. Philadelphia has really picked it up in this second half. If we somehow had a third half, the game would be pretty darn close, I think. I still do kind of a little burn of embarrassment when I remember asking my mother how many quarters there were in a football game. All right, Sammy is having a little dance break in the penalty box. And I just want to say those officials are keeping such a straight face. I would not be able to. We have nobody blocking. Nobody is blocking for Disorder. And they have 3 people in the penalty box.
All right, we got Bichu out there as lead, but with a hit.
Bichu getting knocked out by Juke.
Juke almost seating Bichu back.
Bicho getting called for a penalty. So Philadelphia gets to start with a power jam.
Do you know what the penalty was?
I did not see or hear what the penalty was.
Yeah, I heard some of the Philadelphia players at the end saying power. I wasn't sure because I saw that things got called off.
Power start, now it's power jam.
All right, now it's a power jam for Frank Shred Hot.
Both teams full on defense now. Frank getting hit to the inside. Getting help from his offense, or from his defense. They're playing offense.
We've got both jammers on the track now. Pichu making some space on that outside line. Unfortunately, getting the drag back by Nurch's Ratchet. It's like
Philadelphia picking up 6 on that jam. 152 to 85. We've got just a hair over 1 minute left. This could be the last jam.
Looks like we're starting one down for Disorder.
Stand up and cheer for these athletes. They are all playing for so much fun.
Sammy Dangerfield as a lead for Philadelphia.
Oh no, Sammy going to the penalty box.
Oh no.
This will be the last jam because Irabamala can't stop it. Irabamala headed to the penalty box. So we have some jammer do-si-do going on. Both jammers back out. The Philadelphia bench has erupted in song, which I'm sure is kind and tasteful. Both jammers just trying to pick up some points. We are on jam time only now. We've got 38 seconds. Neither jammer can call it off. Let's see what they can do for 30 seconds. You can do anything for 30 seconds, y'all. You can be brave for 30 seconds. You can push for 30 seconds.
I love you, Snarlet. You can be brave for 30 seconds. That's my new mantra. I'm just gonna keep repeating.
We just
5 seconds.
We've got
We
a
got,
drawback for both
jammers being knocked out and pulled back, giving each other a sweet hug at the end.
That was a strong fight from both teams. Really saw just a total shift in gameplay the second half. We're ending so far unofficial. We'll wait till it's official, but that was really exciting.
It was. It does not, on the scoreboard, doesn't look like a close game, but man, that second half they were pretty close.
You really just saw some more awareness on the track.
Yeah.
Both teams came back. Excited to play the last game for them for this weekend.
So it is official. Disorder 162, Philadelphia 92. Congratulations to both teams.
I was going to say, and that is my last game of the evening. So, or of the whole weekend. So it's been nice calling games this weekend. I've been Fly by Birdie. Thank you so much. And again, we'll see you at that after party.